All right. Our most anticipated game of this year was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I beat the game Tuesday, and I have my friend here, Tavon. He beat the game last week, right?
Yep, last week.
All right. So now we get to talk about it. We're free. We're free. Oh my god! I can go on the
Yep,
internet. I can see stuff. Um.
yep. Definitely not playing it right now or anything.
Yeah. This man's still playing. He loves this game as much as
I'm
I did.
addicted.
All right, so we won't talk about spoilers till the end. So if you want to stick around at the end, I'll probably put a time step where the spoilers starts. So right now, we can talk about what we like about the game and what we don't like about it. This is technically not a full review. I want to talk about it maybe later in the future where everybody gets to play it. So I know there's still a lot of people who hasn't finished the game. So this game is pretty long anyway. So
Very long.
all right, so do you want to talk about our total hours in this game?
Yeah. I mean, I would have to double check mine since obviously I kept playing the game. Uh, like I kept playing the game even though I beat it, even though I beat it,
Mm-hmm.
because there's still like some like content that you can do. Or if you're like me who like stopped doing side quests after like, like the 30th one, then like yeah, there's still quite a bit. But like for me, like it took me 61 hours to beat the game.
For me,
But that's
for me in total, me beating the game like 100% was like 66 hours. I didn't even go back to it since I beaten it. So um, I want to go back to it because I know, like you said, there's like more stuff that I need to do. So if I have the time,
right.
I'll probably get to it. But um, I will say this game isn't perfect. I love the game. I think it's a great game for this year. I think it might win Game of the Year, but we'll see because we still got we still like a couple months away for the Game Awards again. So uh, so again, we're gonna talk about positives and the negatives that we have. I guess we can start with the positives. Uh, I guess the first thing you want to do you want to say some stuff because I know you want to. Hey, you have a lot of stuff.
Sure. I mean, basically kind of just stem off like some of my favorite things is like the gameplay. Gameplay super fun. I think it's a lot better like in general
Mm,
than in remake because obviously remake was good. Like I was one of the people who did enjoy remake, but obviously it had its flaws.
yeah.
But like in this game, Rebirth, I I don't know what it is, but like everything just feels so like fluent.
Yeah,
Like everything just feels good.
yeah, the gameplay itself is so much better. Like what I like about it is that the remake I like its gameplay style and what they did. They took that and made it much better. They expanded more with all these characters and especially Cloud's gameplay because he's like more movement with him. Because I remember like in the first game, right? He's like like the close combat, but now he can do range combat with close combat,
Right.
which that's a plus for me with him. So thank God. So
Yeah, yeah, like exactly like the gameplay, like they made it so much better. Like Cloud at first, like in remake, he was mainly just a grounded fighter, which I know like why they did it. So like obviously there's a reason to use Barrett,
mhm.
but that was like a big kind of like weakness in my opinion for Cloud, which was you couldn't really do anything when there was like a drone that would like fly around him. Like the only thing you could do was what was it like if you had ATB, then you can use like thunder or something or like your like materia.
Mhm.
Other than that though, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
And then you're forced to switch to Barrett. But in this game, you're just able to just you know by like a click of like a few buttons, you're able to just use him in the air or like or yeah, maybe even just one button. I have to double check.
Yeah.
Uh, but like yeah, you can use them like in the air almost like no problem at all,
Um,
which I think is
I would say
great.
that do you want to talk about the open world aspect? Because
Yeah,
all
sure. I
right, all right.
mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, in games, I do not like open world games. That's just me.
Right.
But for some reason, this game made me got addicted to this open world. I don't know what it is, but I think the whole setup, the whole scenery of the different regions that we go into is just phenomenal. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, me personally, I'm always been a big fan of open world games because like it just feels like the possibilities are endless. I know that sounds corny to say, but like it's the truth. Like you feel like you could pretty much do anything. Like you
Go
have so much
anywhere,
freedom.
go where you
Yeah,
want.
you
Yeah,
like it's amazing. And this game doesn't fail in that department at all. I feel like it's just perfect, to be honest. Well, okay, I don't want to say it's perfect, but like it's something that I do thoroughly enjoy is like the open world aspect.
yeah,
Like there's so many like stuff you can do.
yeah. Because like, there's like moments like I won't say like it's a bad thing, but there was like some pop-ins here and there, but it wasn't as bad like in some other games that I won't mention. Which like it's fine what it is because I think the whole experience of the game is just great, especially with the characters. Like these are the same characters that we learned for remake, but they expanded even more with the more of their backstories now, especially with Red
Exactly.
13. Um, who was it? Kate Sith, and then well, a little bit of Kate Sith. We barely got a little bit of his story. Uh, we got the new cast too, Vincent Valentine, and then Sid, which they're amazing. I love them. They were awesome.
Yeah, kind of wish they were playable though, but I mean, it is what it is.
It's they're doing the same trope what they did in the last year, where Red 13 wasn't playable, but now he's playable in this one, but you can't play Vincent.
Yep, or Sid.
True. We'll talk more about them later because this is I don't know if it's spoiler territory talking about them.
I mean,
Oh, maybe
who
not.
hasn't known
Maybe
Sid and Vincent?
yeah. True. They're awesome. I think their voice actors counterparts were great. I think they fit the roles real good, especially for
Yeah,
Vincent. I remember in that when I watched the Having Children movie, I think Steve Bloom voiced him, but in this one it's a different
yeah,
guy.
yep,
So I think he did a good
yeah.
job
It's
voicing him. I like Vincent. He's cool.
yeah. Uh, Forgive me, I don't remember the voice actor's name, but he's the same voice actor who does hits in Dragon Ball, Jotaro and JoJo, uh, a few others too. But yeah, I
I
know.
know who you're talking about. Yeah. What was it? Oh, and okay, so I didn't mention this on my Final Fantasy VII remake review, but I did finish the DLC before Rebirth came out. It was like a day before. Okay, Yuffie, I love Yuffie. Yuffie was a great addition because I remember Tavon told me that she wasn't really part of the game unless you add her in your party. But what they did with her is that they did a good job putting her into the story. I think she fits well, but she's like that annoying sister you have, basically. Not like in the bad way, but a good way.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of like what they did with Yuffie in the in Rebirth because, like, yeah, like you said, in like the original, you can honestly beat the game without Yuffie. Well, I mean, don't quote me on it,
Yeah.
but like you can literally go in the game, go like literally do everything in Final Fantasy in the original and not have Yuffie in your party.
Hmm.
But in this game, obviously, it's different. Don't want to get too like ahead of it, but like obviously that's not the case.
Yeah.
Like she's a part of the story.
Yeah.
And yeah, how they did her character like in the original, obviously, like Yuffie was like there's like a little side story where you can go to Yuffie's like village in Wutai,
Hmm.
and basically she was like you're like, oh man, I kind of don't like what she did there, like ooh. But like in this, yeah, she's just basically like that little sister, like who would get on your nerves, like after a while. Like the amount of times like Yuffie has just done something like stupid,
Yeah.
or not like stupid, but like just like something that like a kid sister would do, like your little sister would do, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
and it's honestly kind of like it's pretty cute. Like like
Yeah.
the relationship between like her and like everybody, like especially Cloud too. It's like it's pretty funny.
Yeah. So for the characters, like their the characters' combat, so like you said, we saw that Cloud's gameplay is a little bit different. I think Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith are like the same. I don't think they made like changes on them. That's just me what I saw.
They made some small changes, but like it's stuff that you wouldn't like real well, at least with like for example Aerith, like it's not like anything too crazy.
Yeah.
It's more so like her Tempest shot is like you hold square instead of holding triangle.
Yeah. Like it's a little bit different in this one. But I would say the new characters are playable. Like Yuffie was technically not new. She was in the DLC, but
Yeah.
Red 13 was he's playable, and then Kate Sith. Um, I was saying the most fun gameplay I liked more. I think it was it's either between Red 13 or Yuffie because I really like using Yuffie in my party because her abilities are just so amazing. Especially there was one that I like. I think it was called Blindside. I like using that move. It was like one of my favorite moves to use. Especially it does like a lot of damage when you're hitting your opponents.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And then Red 13, I like. I like his gameplay style. Kate Sith. I remember when you were texting me because there was like one section of the level you were telling me. He's like, "Hey, let me know what you think about his gameplay." And I was like, "All right, bet." So I don't remember what I said to you, but I said he was. I think he was fun to play with. I don't remember what you said to me, but for me, in my opinion, I thought he was fun to play with. But what
Okay.
was your opinion?
All right. Since I might as well also add what was it? Yuffie and Red 13 as well, but I'll start with Kate Sith. Kate Sith, at first, I was confused with him because like I was thinking like, huh, he's kind of like interesting to play. Like he is a very like RNG-ish character, and he's kind of just I don't know, like his playstyle like kind of threw me off because I'm expecting it to be like kind of like similar to like everybody else, but like he has like in my opinion, at least I think you guys can prove me wrong if you want, but like he has some flaws, and one of the missions I realized how much I either a think he sucks as a character or I sucked using him because playing Kate Sith with nobody else to like protect you sucked. Like I had the worst experience ever. But after that, but like now coming like post game, like I kind of like using him. It's just he's kind of weird. Yuffie, so fun. Like honestly, she might even be busted because she has this one ability. Jose probably knows it. And it's doppelganger. I'm not gonna say anything else other than that. Doppelganger
I know what you're talking about.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
I like using that too.
And then Red 13 is probably my favorite out of like the newer characters. I mean, well, new characters, I guess I should say, because I mean, well, it's either him or Kate Sith, and I mean, I also had the DLC, so like I know pretty much how Yuffie works. I mean, she also has some new moves too, which
Yeah,
is
I
great.
think
But
everybody in this whole party system has new moves now. Because like the more you explore, you like there are certain moments that you get some old moves from remake, but you also get some new moves in the process.
yeah, that is
I
true.
forgot to talk about the new level up system. So what do you? I think I forgot what it's called. It was something about
You
like
mean the skill tree?
yeah, the skill trees. Yeah.
I
Um,
personally don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. It was a weird way because like I was thinking in my head because when we replayed remake, it we were like, oh, we need to level up our weapons and shit, trying to level these things up, but you don't have to do that anymore because you can level up on this skill tree that you could do over your character's abilities and stuff like that, which
Right.
I don't mind. which it wasn't really a grind per se. It was like simple as that. It's just a skill tree trying to what to give certain moves to these characters, which it's fine. Oh yes, what was it, synergy abilities? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, synergy abilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love them. I think they're a great addition in this game where you can team up with one of your party members and do like a special move trying to you either get your ATB bar up or you either get your limit break faster or you can stagger your opponents much longer. So, which I thought it was a great addition in this game.
Yeah, honestly, I hope they bring it back in the new in the third game. I actually love synergy abilities. Like imagine some with like adding on like Sid and Vincent. Like that'd be cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
we could see some really dope other synergies. What do you think is your favorite one?
My favorite one, oh, I have to say maybe Tifa's and Arif's. I kind of like their moves
Ooh.
together. I don't know. I think it was pretty cool. I like using that. Oh, Barrett and Aerith. I like that one. That one's funny.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's it. I think those are the only two I really like.
Okay, okay. It's
I don't
pretty
know.
cool, pretty
What
good.
about you? I'm wondering about you.
Honestly, I kind of regret asking this question now because low key I don't even know. But
You gotta just
obviously
pick one. You gotta just pick one of
one of
them.
the oh yeah, I mean like one of the funnier ones is the like the one you mentioned the Aerith and Barrett one. But one of the cooler ones I liked, if I remember correctly, was one of the I have to remember the name, but it's one that has Cloud and Red 13 in it.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It was like the howling something.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember
Like
the
that
name, but
one's one of my
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
that one was pretty good.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. Oh, bro, we need to talk about the mini games. There are so much mini games in this game.
Oh yeah, there's
There
a
was a
lot of mini games.
lot. I'm like, oh, damn! Like they put so much into these mini games in the game itself. That's keeping crazy.
Yeah, there is a lot,
But
and
you,
I
but
mean a
we, but
lot,
we
a
gotta
lot.
talk about the one that one mini game that everyone's been talking about. It's really addicting, which is Queen's Blood. That one is where everybody is talking about.
Yeah, Queen's Blood. I didn't think I was gonna like it when I first saw it. When I first saw the trailer for it, I was like, bro, why am I gonna be playing these card games, bro? And then I ended up loving it a lot.
Same
Like I
here.
got
I
addicted to
didn't
it.
think it was gonna be that fun. I didn't think it was gonna be that much fun. It's literally like Connect Four, but with abilities with these cards.
Yeah, like it was like it's such a like a weird thing. I ended up like doing all like the Queen's Blood stuff before beating the game. Like that's how like addicted I got to it.
There was
Like it
like,
was
bro, it was like a certain chapter that you have to play Queen's Blood because apparently it's so important. Like I think there was an option you don't have to, but I didn't. I was like, nope,
yeah.
I'm gonna play this game.
No, I won't lie. It wasn't as important as I thought, but like it was still like they had a little bit of lore, like a little bit of lore.
Yeah, is that I didn't think a card game from Final Fantasy VII was going to be this addicting, and then everybody in the whole internet was talking about it. They want an online feature for it or a separate mode or something about it. That's
That's
crazy.
what I was saying. I'd be down for something like that.
I'm just saying, Square, you could make a lot of money from that. So you have like suckers like
But
who plays Yu-Gi-Oh and all that into this game.
say like honestly, it was so good. They even had to make a chapter out of it. Like
I
that's
know
crazy.
that's that was like the whole like funny part in my opinion, but we'll get to it too in a bit. Um,
Yup.
I don't want to say too much about the story. I will say I enjoy the story what it is. Um, I won't. Okay, so when this game was coming out, we had like so many theories what was going to happen to in this game, right?
A lot.
Like a lot, yeah, like a lot. Without saying spoilers, I will say there's like certain moments I was like had my jaw dropped, and it kept me want to kept playing to discover what was happening. And then there's also some other moments that I'm iffy about, which I get into the sec.
Right.
Which I won't say it's perfect. I won't say, it's like, oh my god, it's God's hero and all that. I will say it's a good story, but it has some flaws in it. So that's just my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to agree with that because although there's a lot of good things in the story, a lot of stuff that made me literally stop playing the game to literally rethink life. Like there were some parts where it's like it's a head scratcher because like what does that mean? Like
Yeah, because I like there was like so much stuff. I was just like astonished with like what is happening, you know.
yeah, like
I gotta
it's
admit, you know what? I'm gonna say Sephiroth for like the spoilers because I don't want to talk about much with him.
yep, no problem.
What else? Oh, the boss fights. I think the boss fights were cool. I don't have a specific favorite one so far. Unlike in remake, because my remake, the Hell House is still my favorite one. But so far I love the boss fights. I think they're incredible. They weren't that hard. Well, actually, I take that back. There was one or two I didn't like, but I'll get to it in a sec. But uh, the boss fights were pretty cool and unique. Um, do I have a favorite one? No, at the moment. I don't have a favorite boss fight at the moment, but I did enjoy fighting the boss fights. That's just me.
Okay. I mean, me personally, I don't know if I have a favorite one either. I mean, actually, no, I do. I mean, but it's not like because of how the boss operates, but more so just like who the boss was,
Is it a spoiler?
pretty much. But like, I mean, it's a part of the story, so yeah.
Is it at the end or is it in the beginning and middle?
It's on chapter 11.
Okay then. Yeah, I guess we don't talk about chapter 11. I guess, but
Yeah, just to be safe.
what else? The villains are back. Also, Hojo's fucking dumbass is back. Uh, Rufus. Okay, so I think they gave it a little bit more character on Rufus. I think I don't remember that much in the original. What was his character was? Uh, what was it? Who else? We got Rooch. Rooch. I think that's how I cannot pronounce his name.
Roach?
Roach. Yes. I swear I do not pronounce his name right. It's been a problem with me with it. He's back. Obviously, he's a lovable character. I love him. Yeah. Moving on. I can't talk about him. So what else? Oh, the Turks. Oh, what you think of Elena?
She was annoying.
Okay. Okay, you ready for the funny part for me? So the funny part
What's up?
is every time there's a fight between the Turks, I always go after Elena.
Yeah, I think that's something funny enough. I feel like that was what we were supposed to do, or like at least for like the first few fights, because I mean I don't want to give away like how to beat the Turks, but like it kind of seemed that way though. Like that was like intentionally planned
Because
for us to do.
because there's like moments where she shit talks. And I was like, oh, come here, you little shit. I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Oh yeah,
And she like
oh
she
yeah,
okay. For me, she wasn't that annoying, but I can see what you're talking about. She, I think she's like the youngest generation right now because you could tell that Rude also is like, I miss you, partner.
yeah, oh yeah. Like you could tell she's new,
Yeah,
essentially. You could tell she is one of the newer Turks.
yeah. But
Oh,
you know
like,
what I like is her fucking like her yelling animations when you're attacking her ass. She just had that fucking
dude,
scream.
no, I'm not gonna lie. That horrified me. I was like, yo. I'm like, why are you making it sound like I'm torturing her?
Honestly, I don't mind because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like every time she says shit, I'm like, you deserved it. don't care. I don't care. Like, okay, like, hold on. How many chapters do you have? Like 14 total?
Yeah,
Like, I would say roughly you will beat, like, probably one chapter, like, around 3 hours, I guess.
probably. I mean, it depends.
No, because, yeah, unless you add the side missions, because there is a relationship bar in this. I forgot to mention that you can have a
Oh
relationship
yeah,
with
the
all these
affinity.
characters. Yeah. Um,
Yep.
it I guess we could talk some of the negatives now. I guess because I think we're into this part because I think we talked a lot of the positives already. Or do you have another thing you want to talk about before we get to the negatives?
Oh, no, no, we can go.
Oh, you got
I
go.
thought I was waiting for you to go. I thought you were gonna like
Yeah,
start
all right,
off.
all right. The one last positive character development's good on the characters. They did a good job. They expanded more on them. You give them more depth on these characters. So, yeah, that's just me. So, okay, now to the negatives. Okay, I was so sick of the side quest. At first, I didn't mind, but I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. Where every single chapter, there's a lot of side quests you have to do.
Yeah, I think why there were so many is because of that feature, the affinity feature,
Hmm.
which in some way, shape, or form, like, all right, like, in my opinion, it wasn't like, we're not saying like having so many side quests is a bad thing, but it was the fact that like I was so used to like playing. Okay, this is mainly like a me problem, but I'm so used to playing games that like had side quests be like important to the main story after, in some way, shape, or form.
Mm,
Like in Remake, if you do like all the side quests, you have like one of the best like outfits for Aerith.
yeah.
But if you didn't do anything, you're gonna get the worst like outfit known to man.
Mm.
So I was thinking, I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. So I made sure I did almost every single side quest until I eventually gave up on chapter, what, 12? So then I was like, yeah, no, I'm done.
I
Only
think
to figure
yeah, I
out,
think that's where their attention was. I think it's basically when you get to chapter 12, you can stop doing side quests now.
yeah, like, there was, like, pretty much, I don't even think there was, like any, like, purpose of the side quest except for the affinity gauge.
Yeah. Like I will say there was
So,
okay, okay. I will say there was one side quest. Okay, so funny enough, I don't think he. All right, I don't think Tavon knew about this, but I think when I was like sending you a picture, it shows about Wedge. I didn't finish that side quest yet, but it shows about a little bit more what happened to Wedge.
oh, yeah, so I finally did that side quest.
Okay, you could
Yeah,
you could tell me now because I don't. I'll probably go back to it anyway. So
but,
or unless if
yeah,
there's a spoiler on it.
well, it depends. What do you want to know about it?
Does it have a spoiler on that? Because we can save that for the spoiler discussion at the end.
I would say that wedge thing, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Just in case we don't want to,
Okay. Okay.
see.
So basically, it shows more what happened to Wedge, and then it shows the same people from the DLC from Yuffie is like the other Avalanche team people. I think
Yeah, it's like there's different like there's different like
I forgot what they're.
sections
I forgot what they are.
because we are Splinter Cell. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
is
Okay. Those are Splinter Cell.
no, we are Splinter
Oh,
Cell.
we're Splinter Cell. Okay.
I don't know about them though. I have to double check.
Yeah, I forgot. It's basically the
Or
same people.
maybe I got it mixed up. Who knows?
It's basically. I'll put a picture up. It's basically we're talking about these guys right here. So
Yeah.
editing, yeah, put it right there, yeah, yeah. So basically, we're talking about these guys. I was just randomly just walking in Cosmo Canyon, just they were just right there. I was like, oh, just activated cutscene, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I later found out. Yeah, so that was one of the proto relic missions. And usually the
I
proto relic missions are usually one of the more important ones,
yeah,
which also leads into something spoiler spoiler worthy.
yeah. But okay, so another thing I do not like. Okay, this is just me. All right, I don't know about you, but this is just me. I hate chapter 11, or not 11, chapter 13. I hate chapter 13.
I would say it depends, like, in what way do
Okay,
you not like it?
one, I think you told me about this. You warned me what was gonna happen. It drags so goddamn long, dude. I didn't. I thought you were joking at first, but there was like so many moments I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, why? Why did you put all this in a single chapter? It's way too much, dude.
Yeah, it was really long. Like, I don't know if I necessarily hate it or anything like that, but it definitely like caught me by surprise, I would say, like of
Do you have
how
a do you
long it
have a
was.
do you have a chapter you don't like? Because that's just me. I don't like chapter 13.
Uh, I don't know if I have a chapter I don't like. I mean, at first I was kind of iffy about chapter 5 at one point because of like, what it was
Uh,
until like obviously until like until like, greatness comes in. But like
yeah,
it was mainly because like I didn't know how I liked like chapter 5 being mostly filler up until a certain point.
yeah,
But other than that, like I mean, it's more so like if I didn't like Queen's Blood. Like if I didn't like
yeah,
Queen's Blood, I would have had a horrible time.
yeah.
But but since I loved it, it wasn't really like something that I did not like. Honestly, I don't know if I really hated any chapter, to be honest with you.
For me,
Chapter 13 was just long,
yeah,
but
I
like
just
I wouldn't
didn't
say I
like how
hated it.
long it was. It just brought me back of remake where what was it? Chapter 5, I think, was the
Oh
like the
yeah,
part where they're
chapter.
like, oh, you need to go G Z F and then A B C.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It just reminds me of that. I'm like, God damn it, why? Why do you doing that? I get that you want to expand it a little bit more, but damn, bro, you didn't have to make that section that long enough. What as it is, it was just like I get they're like setting it up. They were setting up what was gonna happen in that chapter, and then
Right.
it's just that you have to go through this long process of doing, and I think it was like bosses like back to back to back to back. It was just so frustrating, and there was like a certain moment I was like, oh, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah. I mean, well, let me ask you this: do you prefer that or the Temple of the Ancients that we got in EOG?
What was an OG? Because you got to refresh my memory because it's been a while since I played that.
I mean, it was practically the same thing, except there was a lot more like puzzles involved. And I assume it wasn't really that long either. At least from, I mean, well, when
Maybe
you're playing on three
maybe
times
okay,
speed.
maybe just the OG, but I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go back and play the OG again because just sort of have my refresh my memory because it's been a while since I played that. Um, yeah, that was one I hated. What else I didn't like?
Oh, actually, I know what I didn't like. I remember.
Oh,
How could I forget? Chap, not not specifically chapter 11,
oh
but part
yeah,
of
yeah,
chapter
yeah, yeah,
11.
yeah. Oh,
I,
there you go. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so it's technically not really a spoiler, but it's basically like you were saying earlier, the whole Kate Sith situation. Yeah,
that part did not need to be there. I'm sorry.
I
I'm gonna
hate
be
I
honest with
there
you.
was one section I really hated. It was the box section where he needs to throw a box into this one tube. It took me was it fucking two or like an hour or 2 hours just to fucking throw a fucking box into that stupid tube.
That's crazy.
It okay. It wasn't hard, but it was annoying because that fucking thing doesn't want to go into that fucking tube. Especially like the amount
Yeah,
of range that this fucking stupid ass robot thingy whatever can throw that fucking range. It was so annoying. I hated it. It didn't need to be there. I get what they were trying to do, but it didn't work. I hated that because I
I
think.
mean, to be honest.
Hold on, let me finish. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, you're good, you're good.
What made it worse when I got it down for the first time, right? throw that box in that
Yeah.
tube. They're like, oh, you need another one. And I was like, are you kidding me? You need another one? I thought one wasn't even fucking bad enough. No, there's a second one. So, yeah,
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead what you were trying to say. Dude,
It
that was
was so
off.
bad. You were like, bro, let me finish. uh, for me, it was just like that kind of like just. I think for me, for that part, sorry, I just repeated myself. That Kate Sith part
Hmm.
reminded me of Chapter 5/Chapter 6 on Remake. Like, it did not need to be there. Like, I get they wanted to expand it, but like you said,
Hmm.
but in my opinion, it was just not needed. And it made me hate Kate Sith. Like, it was terrible.
uh,
And then, like, I didn't get out of that chapter thinking that it wasn't going to be a long chapter. But
yeah,
no.
bro. It's like it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It's just that it didn't need to be there. It was just like it was. I will say it was bad level design in my opinion. It wasn't good, and it didn't need to be there. And they could have just cut that part off. So it was just dumb.
God, so stupid.
Um.
Other than that, though, it was great.
What? I don't think there's a lot of negatives I have. Trying to think of one that I
Uh,
didn't like.
this wasn't really like, this doesn't really bother me, but like, I did notice some like mini glitches that like, or like, literally just like funny
Oh
like
yeah,
bugs
yeah, yeah.
that you would catch.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I think you played this in performance mode, right?
Oh yeah, I played in performance mode.
Okay, so I played it in graphics mode because as this moment right now, I don't know when this the update was supposed to come out, but we are getting an update in this game where they're supposed to fix the issues on performance mode, which I did saw. There are moments where like the faces are blurry and all that. There are like moments where like the screen is kind of like fuzzy.
Right.
So I was like, it kind of did bother me a little bit. So that's why I switched to graphics mode wasn't that bad. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't that bad for me because I usually don't like playing on. Okay, so here's what I hate about this generation on consoles. I know it's off topic, but I hate when they're doing like, oh, do you want to play in performance mode with 60 frames or do you want to play in 4K with no 60 frames?
Yeah, it can't be both for whatever reason.
Yeah, I that's stupid. That's the dumbest idea they ever did on these games. Put them together. How hard is to put 4K and 60 frames with ray tracing in this? Is that so stupid? I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to do performance because if I didn't, it's like I basically play on 30 frames.
And yeah, well, like you're sacrificing ray tracing and better graphics for 60 frames, which I
Right,
don't blame you. It's like most of the PS5 games I play are mainly on performance mode, but
right.
but in this one I played in graphics mode. It wasn't that bad for me. Like it didn't feel like 30 frames at moments, but like personally for me, I like graphics mode look. But I'm just gonna wait for the update for performance mode coming out. It's not a huge deal for me, but I just didn't like how it looked. So
Right.
so that's another negative I had for it. What else? I was gonna say I know there was another negative I have, but I just don't remember. Kind of wish I had it on my notes. Oh,
Um,
I forgot to mention. Actually,
oh,
no. I say that for the spoiler. But go ahead.
uh, I mean, it was basically just going off of like kind of like what I was saying about the like some of the bugs that like I've encountered. Like obviously it's not like the worst thing. Like it's not like, oh my God, like I can't play the game because of this. But it's just like a little funny like thing that I've noticed, which was like there are some times where like I would play the game and then like I would see like like a different character. Like I would see like someone who isn't on my team. Like I would have like Tifa on the bench,
Mm-hmm.
and like I just see Tifa just like on like a different like mission on her own, or like like I'll have to show you the clip. But like there was one time like one of my one of my teammates was on a chocobo,
Mhm.
and they literally were just like T-posed, like in the air, like they weren't doing anything. It was like I was like, what is going on? Like
Yeah.
what is happening to my game?
I will say, okay. For me, I didn't run any glitches. I know that's surprising. I didn't run any glitches, but I did got an error. I got scared for a second. I thought I lost my fucking save file, but luckily it auto saved, so I didn't lose where I was at. I think it was like the only time I got an error for this game. It was only one time, but I never got any glitches. I didn't got any errors, so it just went perfectly good for
Oh,
me.
I just remember something.
What?
This happened literally not too. I'm pretty sure this happened like a few days ago for me, but I actually encountered. Basically, what happened was my I was doing a side quest
Mm-hmm.
and I beat all the enemies in that side quest, and I actually ended up like the game broke. Like
Oh, really?
I literally couldn't like yeah like it wouldn't like progress like like after the match was done, like I didn't get a cutscene or anything. So it got to the point where like literally I summoned Alexander. Alexander did nothing. He just stood there because there was like nothing to do, and like I couldn't even summon him. Like he couldn't like leave either. So like it just ended up just like I had to what was it? I had to like restart the game because like I had to restart like the game and restart the side quest because like it literally just broke, which was crazy because I never really like encountered something like that before.
I just forgot, Joel. I'm glad you brought up summons because I almost forgot about them. That's how you know I didn't really use them in this game. So we got new summons. They had a weird way how to get them. You had to fight them, which okay. So I don't know. Did you fight them in full might?
No, nope, I didn't. Nope, no sir.
So when my dumbass did, I fought Titan in full max because I was like, you know what, I need his full max ability. I need it. I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. I didn't think I was gonna get frustrated with it.
Yeah, you they basically want you to get the crystals. Like you basically have to. You're forced to like get them if you want to like have a decent chance.
That or you could just either fucking fight them in full max just to get everything. Which I'm like, like there was moments I fight Titan like so many times. I'm like, how, bro? Because when he does his ultimate, he one shots the whole party. So I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
So it was worse for me because I'm like, dude, how is this fucking like? And then that when I decided to fight him in like in the the power shit or like the lower levels, I was like, fuck it, I might as well do this. Got his fucking summon and I didn't do the rest of them because I barely used summons in these fights or like some of the fights. There was only one time I used it and I was like, all right, that was it. That's just me.
That's pretty interesting actually. Because
I like the designs of them, but me personally, I didn't use all the summons like that.
yeah, for me it was kind of the opposite. I kind of did like using summons. I mean, I haven't obviously I don't use them on like some of like the easier like enemies or anything, but like if I'm really like in like for like a in for a world of hurt, then like then I would use them.
Yeah,
But it wasn't like I was like, like I was obligated to use them. But
yeah,
they were nice.
yeah. They were basically an option. Oh, there you go. I just remember what the negative was. Limit breaks. Okay. So I do not like how to get level 2 limit break. It's a kind of a dumb way to do it. Like you literally have to use what was it your synergy ability to order to get your
Yep.
level 2, which I find it kind of dumb. Because like there's moments like if you play with a character by yourself, you only stick with the level 1.
Yeah, and it's also unfortunate too because to get level 3,
Mm-hmm.
you actually have to do the same thing.
Yeah, you gotta do it over and
Like
over again, right?
you have to do it twice.
Which it's annoying because you also because here's another negative about this synergy ability is that even when the enemy is attacking, you still take damage while you're in a cutscene.
Yep.
Which that makes it even worse because when you're trying to get your synergy level, trying to get your like your level 2 limit break and your level 3, like you're in the animation, your character dies right there and there because the enemy is attacking you. Which that is like the huge negative I have for that. With that it does gets annoying because there's like moments where I activate my synergy, party member dies.
Yeah. And it's just you're basically like setting yourself up for failure because you think it's kind of like, your what is it? Like you think it's limit basically, like another like a
Yeah,
mini
basically,
limit,
basically you
but
have super armor. You thought you have a super armor
yeah,
for
you
that.
think you have super armor, but you don't, and then you just ended up getting cooked because of it. And it's like, oh wow, well that's great.
Yeah, I hate when they do that. I didn't like how to do it. That was just a dumb way how to get your level 2 and level 3 for your limit break. It's so dumb. Uh,
Yes.
that was one of my negatives.
I
Um,
mean, understandably so.
I guess we could talk about spoiler territory because we were like, we might as well talk about it. So, if you
Okay.
guys have not been in Rebirth or you don't care about spoilers, then be my guest. We're gonna talk about spoilers right now. So, okay, all right. I'm gonna be honest here. Ever since I beat the game, I got some thoughts over it. I thought about
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Zach didn't need to be in this game.
Oh.
Okay, don't get me wrong. He's cool. He's a fan favorite character.
Yeah.
But the tease that they did for remake, I thought he was gonna be a big part of this. He technically is, but not.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Like here's the thing. They did okay. So basically they did the whole Kingdom Hearts 3 situation. Like they keep teasing this whole Keyblade War, but they save it to the very end. So that's what they kinda did with Zack here. They basically save him like to the very end of the game. Because they keep teasing it throughout the
Right.
whole entire game, and they show like little snippets of what's happening, and it just cuts back to to the rest of the game, which I don't mind that, but it's just that if you just take him out of this game, there's nothing wouldn't change.
Yeah, like honestly, yeah. Like I do kind of agree because like other than that, like other than like fan service, I don't see why like he was in the game.
Yeah, like it's cool to see him, but for me personally, he didn't really need to be there. I know a lot of
I
people are
mean,
gonna.
hey,
I know a lot of people are gonna choke my neck out, but that's just me. I like Zach. Don't get me wrong. I like him. But if you just take him out of this game, there's nothing would have changed, you know.
right.
But I would admit you did got one of your theories right, where Zach is playable. So in the beginning, they did a good job not
Game of the
marketing. Yeah,
year.
so they did a good job marketing him that he's playable, which he is. He's playable in the story bits. I think he's also playable in the Charlie missions and stuff. You could play him.
Once you do all the proto relics and you basically have to be max level. You have to be level 70.
Of course, it is.
And basically you also need to do the level 70 challenges they're basically called legendary challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to use the character by their lonesome. So if you suck with a character, make sure you know how to use them because you're not gonna have a fun time
Yeah,
unless you're just good at the game. Then good, go you. But
yeah. Um, Sephiroth. Okay, Sephiroth. I think they did the same thing with they did remake. That he's in the shadows most of the time until he shows up at the end. Uh, he's still badass. Okay, I'm sorry. He's still cool. I'm sorry. He's just so goddamn cool in this game. Um, but
yep, you even got to play as them too.
true. Well, it's only in the beginning, but you also can play with him in Jelly missions. But
Yep,
I
true
will.
privilege.
I did play the demo for this. Well, we both did. I like how he turned into him hating people now knowing that he was experimented on with Genova cells and stuff like that. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
He was getting like his mindset was like getting sickened by that.
Yeah, and you could tell like you can tell in the story too, like he was actually horrified. Like he actually legit started shaking because he was just like, am I actually one of these guys? Like am I actually one of these monsters?
Yeah.
Like he was horrified.
Yeah, which because you can see him going to like leading to that dark path, and bro, that destruction of Nibelheim was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Bro, and don't get me started on that theme, bro. The theme that was playing, like once he was walking away and doing that iconic shot of that scene. And you
Yeah,
hear Despacito.
yeah, where him
What?
going through the fire. Yeah, that shit was cool,
Yep.
bro. What's even what maybe I didn't think it was gonna show a lot of blood
Yeah, I know. Like it was crazy.
because
Like
didn't like remake didn't show a lot of blood. I think like they kind of shied it away. They
yeah,
had
they
this like black
actually
smoke, right?
yeah. Yeah, kind of, pretty much, yeah.
Nah, but no, in this game they're like, no, we're showing you blood. We're showing him killing people. We're showing him like cutting people's heads off. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're like screw that.
So Red 13. Okay. So there was like a moment. I think when you texted me, there was like a moment in chapter 5. I think it
Yep.
was like Eric was talking to somebody, and I was like, who the fuck is she talking about? Because there was like a different voice, right?
Yep.
So until we discovered that was actually Red 13's actual voice, he sounds like a teenager, right? Because he's technically a
Yeah.
teenager. And I was like, what the fuck? That's like a whole 180. Because didn't I don't know if they established it in the original game or not, but it's just weird that his voice has changed.
Yeah, I don't know if in the OG game if like he seemed to be like more like laid back. I think he was more laid back in the OG as well.
Yeah,
But I think they did like a pretty good job like with how they like established like Red 13's character. Like he's this like he's this guy, this teenager who like was it he doesn't want to seem weak or
yeah,
like he wants to be able to spread like show that like dominance like hey you can't push me around.
yeah. Because
But
didn't he
then
say
like
he wants?
once
Yeah, didn't he say he wants to be like an equal to like them?
yeah he wants to be an equal
Yeah, which
and
which is fair.
basically
Yeah, which is fair.
yeah so he that's why he made this like fake like
Deep voice. Yeah,
voice.
the deep
Yeah,
voice.
this deep voice.
Like me personally, I like the deep voice. I don't know how I feel about this new voice he has. It's just I don't know. It just sounds like a kid.
Yeah, but I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah,
The the
yeah,
voice actor was going for because Nanaki is just a teenager. Like like I know technically he's like what like 46 or something like that. I don't even know what he
yeah,
said. But like he's technically like 16
yeah.
or something like that. I forget. But like dude is a child. He's a teenager in human years.
Yeah.
So honestly, like I personally don't mind it. I mean, it's the only reason why it's weird to me is because one, I'm used to like Red 13's old voice, but also he kind of just sounds like Ryuji to me because which is funny because
It's
it is
basically yeah. It's
Ryuji.
basically he's using
It is
Ryuji's voice.
Ryuji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can hear is Ryuji's voice. I don't hear Red 13. I hear Ryuji's voice. That's all I can hear.
Yeah, like just like a nice like wholesome Ryuji.
What was it? Another thing. Okay. I mean, we might as well talk about the ending because the ending, I want to give some thoughts on because this is
Oh boy.
okay. So, oh my god. Okay, so it turns out everybody's right because fucking nowadays we're doing multiverse shit. Everything is now multiverse now. I swear to God,
Oh yeah.
Marvel's doing it. Fucking Mortal Kombat's doing it. What else? What else? Fucking franchises doing multiverse shit. I don't even know at this point. Like, we're living in the day age. Everything has to be multiverse level now. Like everything has to fucking have multiverse spanning and shit. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, like honestly, I didn't think about it at the time, but like yeah, like it's literally just this is like all like multiverses and stuff.
Oh yeah, Invincible is doing multiverse. Like, oh my god, like there's so much like different medias are doing multiverse now. I think ever since Spider Verse came out, everyone's doing this shit now. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
and
do
like
multiverse content.
and like at first I was kind of like, it's fine. But then like the more I thought about it and like the more I've seen like people on like YouTube comments were like discussing it, I was like, it kind of like it makes like the story kind of like, like I don't want to say unoriginal, but like
Yeah,
it just makes you're just making it confusing.
yeah. Because here's where okay. So I know. Here's the thing. I love the Kingdom Hearts series. I know that shit's confusing. That's just me because Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. That's just me.
Yeah.
Here's the one thing I didn't really want them to do in this one is basically the Tetsuya Nomura, basically, right? I know he wasn't
Yep.
really involved into it, but he was involved, but he wasn't the lead director to this. Um, I hate when they do the Kingdom Hearts BS. If you guys know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
it's when they make so much shit complicated. Like it's doing the whole thing. Oh, I thought this character's alive. No, but he's a different character now. But no, this character's alive. They're doing this whole mess. I don't like what they're doing that shit. I hate it in Kingdom Hearts, and I don't like it when they're going with this direction on this. They're just making it a little bit more complicated where people are just don't like it, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And I know Tetsuya Nomura wasn't really involved that much into it, but I know he was involved. But I hate when he does that type of shit in his mindset to be like, let's make this whole shit complicated. Like, let's just throw shit in the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Like yeah. Like now, like dude, it was so bad. Like I couldn't really like. Now like we're really getting to like spoiler territory, but
Yeah,
like that's what made like the whole like impact for like for example like Arif's death like almost like meaningless because if you think about it like the Arif that in I'm just gonna say our world just to say it but like in our world like even though she's gone isn't that mean like does that mean like technically the other Arif is alive in
that's
the
I see what you're talking about because that got me confused too because it was a cool moment, right? It was a cool moment where it makes you think that Cloud saved her, but it also shows like she got killed.
until that damn feet freaking fake out.
Yeah,
Didn't have to
but
hit me
like,
the
cause
fake
here's the
out
thing, they,
though.
they kept marketing, like I don't know, kind of teasing that Cloud's gonna save her, Cloud's gonna save Aerith, but here's what I hate because I like again like you were just saying I was watching YouTube videos earlier. There was one YouTube video they were talking about this. They kind of don't know what they want. I think they're trying to please like
Yeah,
two like they're trying to please fans like people want her dead and the people who doesn't want her dead.
yeah, and like I know before, like obviously we've talked about this.
Yeah,
Obviously, I love Aerith. Like top tier waifu love Aerith. But like after like beating like actually going back and beating like the OG Final Fantasy VII, like I can see why her death was important.
yeah.
So it's like as much as I wanted her to like, be alive, like I know technically she had to die because I mean it's important.
Yeah. Because I
But
think,
then
yeah,
like
because I think this version of Aerith, I think she knows she was gonna die, because there was moments where she told Cloud, don't be like sad or anything, or don't blame yourself.
yeah,
Because I think she knew she was gonna die.
yeah, like I would assume so. Like
Because I remember something that she kept saying that the Wisp took something from her, because they did mention about
yeah,
this, right? we forgot to mention this, but it's about the white material, right? Because her shit was empty.
Right. Yes.
And then that I think where she said that the whips took something from her, which I'm guessing is where her memory about her being dead.
It could be. Which actually, no, you're right because
Because even Red 13 mentioned
literally,
it too.
yeah, I was gonna say literally yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
or not yesterday, literally today, I decided to go and look at all the like the gold saucer dates.
Mm-hmm.
And with Red 13, he mentions that he told Cloud straight up saying, "Hey, me and Aerith can we could see the future, but not anymore."
Yeah, because the whips took it away.
Yeah, like he explained something like that, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
So which that confirms a lot of stuff because I think she already knew.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knew because she was saying, I'm the one who has to beat Sephiroth, like no one else can,
Exactly. So it makes
even if it meant a
it makes
sacrifice.
more sense of her dying. But
Yeah,
the way how they executed it, it was just a weird way how they did because they kept flashing back and forth of, oh, she's alive, but no, she's dead, and they don't make it clear enough that she's dead or not. It didn't really because here's the thing. I wanted like in my review of remake, I didn't like what I wanted for this game was have that emotion, right? I want
yeah,
to be burst in tears. What I got like I was sad. I was sad that happened, but it made me in tears because it was a weird way how they did it. I guess you could say that they were kind of afraid to kill her off again, basically.
right.
And I don't like how they did that, and it's just it made it so much confusing, even by the end, where even when Cloud was like quote unquote talking to her, but everybody else is like all sad because I think where people are sad, like the whole team or like are sad, I think it confirms that she is
Yeah.
dead. But I think Cloud can see her, like in spiritually wise. That's just me. I think that's my theory. He's either he's either seeing a different version of Era from another world, or he's either fucking seeing her spirit or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so my whole thing about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually get to that soon because I've heard again a lot of theories about it. But yeah, I felt the same way though. Like I expected to if she did obviously I didn't know at the time, so in my head I was thinking if she lives, I'm fine. But if she dies, I'm going to cry. Like there's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I couldn't have been more wrong. I didn't I was obviously when they did the oh, I saved her, yay, and then next you know I see blood and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't save her." And then I got sad. But then after the whole Genova thing, I was thinking, "All right, now I get to grieve." No, you don't get to grieve. You go into literally a seven phase, a six phase like
Boss
part
fight,
fight.
yeah, with Sephiroth, right?
Yeah. But
It was just, and what makes it even like I won't say worse, but they didn't show like I remember in the OG the whole team grieves for her, you know, and they didn't show
yeah.
the iconic scene where Cloud puts her in the water. I found that pretty
Yeah,
off. I
which
found
is
that pretty off, you know.
yeah, I found that really weird. I'm pretty sure me and my brother talked about this too. Like we were where's the scene?
Yeah, because
like
that was like the most iconic scene, right? And then we have her theme playing while she's in the water and stuff, and where everyone's crying.
yeah. But then it didn't happen and we're like, "Okay, so does that mean she's alive?" I was more questioning if she was alive than being sad because I was just like,
So okay,
what am I looking at?"
so this is my theory. This is my theory, right? So what I think it's gonna happen, mainly with the third game, is gonna be, is probably Cloud has to deal with that she's gone. I think in his mindset, I think what they're trying to show us, I think I might be wrong, but I think what they're trying to show is like he thinks in his head that he did save her, and he's just thinking
Yeah,
all this like, oh no, she's not dead. Because you can see him smiling while everybody's crying.
literally, yeah.
So that's just my theory. I think he's having this mental crisis right now, thinking that oh she's not dead.
Yeah, so for me, I saw this one comment
Mm-hmm.
and he was basically saying that something similar to what you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
and how basically someone was saying how they're going to talk about like what Cloud was saying,
Oh
like,
yeah,
you
where
know,
he was saying some stuff.
yeah, like where he's talking to Aerith, like I'm pretty sure like you're probably gonna be like, well, I mean, I hope you're gonna be all like on the mark with that, because that's what like somebody was speculating that, like, since we don't know like anything about like what Cloud was saying, we're probably gonna view it in the next game, and how like he's going to have to deal with like, Aerith actually dying.
I here's okay. So I don't want them to do a DLC. I really don't. But something is telling me that we might are because we got a DLC for fucking remake, and I'm guessing they're gonna do the same thing what they did for Kingdom Hearts 3, where they have more context. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
But I doubt it because I don't want that to happen. I want them to save questions for like the next game because that's what makes it more even hyped.
yeah,
But I just don't like how they're doing it because again they're just doing Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna say Kingdom Heartsism in this game. I like where Cloud was saying something. It just reminds me of Kingdom Hearts when they were trying to say a name or something. They just be like, "Oh, is that?" Yeah, just blank. You're not gonna.
yeah,
We just gotta wait a little longer to just know what the heck is happening now. Because we know, okay, so
right.
we know Sephiroth's plan is still going to be like, he wants to bring the meteor down, but now he's going to bring all these worlds together just to destroy all of it together.
Yeah, which that alone just sounds insane.
Which it's not really much of a difference of his motivation. It's still the same thing, but he's just bringing the worlds together. So yeah,
Yeah,
so Sephiroth is aware about the multiverse.
yeah, which, which is something,
Uh-huh. So oh,
but
I,
it's
I
just
forgot. I
like,
forgot.
oh my
So
God.
another key word
Oh,
that Sephiroth said where where he was crying for Aerith, he was like, "Oh, don't weep. You don't know what's is real or not real."
true. I think that's another thing too. Someone mentioned too is like Sephiroth knows he's just messing with Cloud like terribly. Like,
Because we don't know what actually happened. I'm guessing in the ending, the final scene, right where Aerith says goodbye.
yeah.
Yeah, I think she is dead.
Oh, she
Yeah,
is.
she is dead.
She's definitely undeniably dead.
It's just that it was kind of a worse way how they did it.
Yeah, like it was
I'm
kind
not
of
yeah
like what?
I'm not saying like the worst thing of my life. I will say they kind of did fucked up her death.
They needed to execute it way better in my opinion.
Yeah, and then the fight with Sephiroth wasn't that bad. It was a little long, like you said, it was like an hour fight.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah,
It was like a 7-part fight if you include Genova.
yeah, and then obviously we got the iconic fight with Sephiroth versus Cloud and Zack, which it was cool. I like that.
Oh, that part had me going crazy.
But and I think another thing that they kind of confused a little bit was they showed like different timelines of Zack because there was one that he went to go see Hojo, right? And there was one he went to go see
Yep.
Biggs. That's what I thought
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
because there's like two different ones.
Yeah, and then like
Oh,
another
yeah,
one
yeah.
where
Go ahead.
Cloud and Aerith are just
So, okay, that one
suddenly better.
was confusing too. I was just like, so how the fuck are they in this fucking world? talking to this version of Aerith, and then he gets the white materia from her.
Dude, I'll never understand it. Like honestly, if someone ever watches this video and just is like, explains it, hopefully then I'll get it. But like I will never understand how Sephiroth just cuts a tree branch, they fall, and then they're just suddenly in there.
Yeah,
Like I know they were unconscious, but like they're just unconscious that they just got sent to another world.
like here's the thing: is just that we're not hating it. We just need context of what is happening. That's all it's missing. It's just
Yeah.
context.
Yeah, like I don't like I love this game. I think this is definitely like game of the year in my eyes. But like story-wise, it's weird.
Yeah, it's just that
Like all the multiverses
it's just
just
the
makes
whole
it
ending is just they
ugh.
made it so complicated. They're not putting making it like filling like the spaces that are missing.
Yeah.
You're just confusing a lot of people even more having this whole multiverse thing and you're trying to explain and then keep switching back and forth of what the heck's happening.
Yeah, like it's I don't know, man. I
Okay.
love it. Like I love this
Before
game,
we get
but
to stop bringing back Avalanche. What was the point of bringing them? Okay, so what pissed me off was that they brought back Biggs, and he didn't really affect anything.
yeah, they were just like, "Hey, you want us to bring back this guy? You want to see me kill him again?"
For real, because like, what was the point of like? Because there was hype around it, right? He was alive. Zach's
Yeah.
alive. Something is happening, and it turns out he just gets shot.
Literally. He just gets shot, dead, never seen him again.
And
Like
okay, in my eyes, I think they're disrespecting them. That's just me.
like what? Like their fodder?
No, like
Like
no, because like remake they had a great death. I think it was emotional. It hit
yeah.
my heartstrings. It get everything.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you bring him alive. Like for instance, fucking Wedge was alive somehow. Didn't really do anything. He just falls out of the window. And then same goes with Biggs. He's alive. Gets a second chance. Gets shot. If you're not gonna
Yeah,
use
no, like
if you what was the point of bringing them back if you're not gonna have them evolve into something?
yeah, and then like that kind of leads to like a lot of like hypotheticals
Hmm.
because it's like then it's like, oh, maybe they're trying to imply that no matter what, like if you can't change fate, like your fate can't change, like if they live or die or not.
But
But
that
at the
doesn't
same
make
time, though,
that
it's
doesn't make sense because Zach fucking still alive.
yeah, he's still alive, yeah. So it's like it's weird, like
Like Aerith, I get. Maybe Aerith, I get because like whatever you do, if you're trying to, you can't change it.
yeah, it. I don't know, like the
Because
whole
okay,
thing, like
because there was one comment I saw is that one of Sephiroth's plan, quote unquote, is to kill every single Aerith in every single timeline.
like that in itself sounds crazy.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't think that might be true because maybe not because like she said earlier, she's like the only one who can stop him. So
Yeah. So it's like it's just weird though, because it's like, see, this is why I hate the multiverse, because it's like there's plot holes.
I know, and it's just making things so complicated. You, honestly, I'll be honest with you, they could have just stick with two timelines and it would have been fine. Not this whole multiverse everything.
Well, I mean, I guess technically two worlds are technically multiverse, but
No, well, at least like two timelines, not like a whole branch of
yeah,
them.
yeah, and then like, bro, like now we're gonna see like Cloud Junior as as an ex-soldier because of these timelines, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna see Yuffie evil as one of those fucking cloak people.
Like, bro, we're gonna see some crazy stuff. Like, dude, I can't wait to see Bird Cloud Jr. as an ex-soldier.
Bro, they're probably gonna do. My theory it is probably they're gonna do the same thing with Mortal Kombat One, like have multiple timelines together fighting Sephiroths. I guess I don't know.
Dude, it's gonna be weird, man. Like, like I get why people say like to play the original because I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't, I would have been so confused. I would have been like, I would have been like asking you questions, be like, so does this happen in the original?
Bro, it's like this whole same situation when I had to explain Kingdom Hearts to you, and it was like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, like it's terrible. Like I'm not gonna lie, like
Especially for
it
newbie,
was
for like
not
new
fun.
fans for this, like in this. It's just I see why people want a recreation of the game, and they're never gonna get that, which I get. But at the same time,
Yeah,
I
like
like some of the stuff they're doing, but I don't like some of the stuff they're doing. It's like a win-win
yeah.
situation. So
I will say though, I'm still laying this out there because I don't want people getting it the wrong way. I do not think like they are ruining, quote unquote, ruining Final Fantasy.
yeah, I don't think it's a ruin. It's just that
I think that's a little too crazy.
yeah, it's just that they're just making things way too complicated for like people who are trying to get into it, especially coming off a remake. So I don't know. They could have done it better. But we're gonna have like so many theories coming out for this.
Yeah, and I hate that like I watch videos and then like I just come back even more confused, being like, oh wow, so this happened.
We gotta wait 4 years for the
But
next game, buddy, to get more
yep.
answers. Oh boy, we got answers and then we get more answers.
Or we got
Or
more answers, but got more
yeah,
questions.
Oh boy, yep. That's our thoughts for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's
Wait.
oh
Are we not gonna talk about that final boss fight though?
oh yeah, I forgot.
Despite all the
I forgot.
despite all that
Okay,
craziness?
yeah. Well, this video is long as it is, but I remember you saying, what the fuck did you say? You were saying, oh, just the fucking Sephiroth,
Okay,
Saber Sephiroth.
listen, bro. I was blinded by the hype. I thought it looked. I don't know why I thought it looked like Safer Sephiroth. I now know it's not Safer Sephiroth. I was a little bit. I was getting a little too into the hype, but no, it was Sephiroth Reborn or whatever the heck his
Dude,
name is.
yeah, whatever the heck that last fight was. I will say, when you say Sephiroth, I was like, no fucking way, that's way too early.
Yeah, no,
It would have been
I
cool.
really
It would have been cool to see early,
I,
but I don't know. Nah, bro, they could have done it like that.
No, yeah, no, it wasn't. I was just losing my mind thinking, oh my God, he's already in the game.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You know what's cool? They added like avid children music in this.
Yeah, I never caught on to it. I like,
That
again, blinded by the hype.
yeah, because it was in Cosmic Canyon in the fucking last chapter where in the church scene you can hear it.
Yeah, like,
See, bro, I know my
jeez, bro.
music. I know my music, bro.
Oh yeah, how did we go this entire video without talking about the music either?
Music slaps. I totally forgot about it. Like I said,
Dude,
it's not my full review, okay? It's just a talk
yeah,
about it. We're
you're
just
right.
talking about it. We're talking about that ending that everyone's confused about, and then
Yeah, I know, but the music, bro.
music slaps. Okay, I don't think like the full soundtrack is even out, so I think it comes out next month. So
Oh, next month, dude, I need that music now, bro.
it's gonna be my Spotify
Like when
list.
Bro, that snake, the mid guards more, whatever the frick, that snake boss.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that final phase
dude, I
theme.
love You know
Ooh.
what's funny? I love Cosmo Canyon's theme song.
Oh yeah, that too. That was good
That
too.
and
I love
Gaga's
that.
ones. Oh, fucking the ship one. I love that one. I love that theme. That one was a good one.
Oh yeah,
It's basically with the main Final Fantasy VII theme, but with like the flute playing, right?
yeah.
It was like Titanic sound effects playing it, so that just gave me some Titanic vibes on it. But I loved it. I loved the music. The music was perfect.
Oh, yeah, like I love the music. Love the boss fights. The boss fights were just so fun. I mean, although it was a 7-part boss fight, that was still fun. Like that was a pretty crazy like
Dude, I think like in the next
thing,
game,
but
like the next game, I think we're still gonna find. Like, obviously, we're gonna go find Sephiroth. Like he said, in the Northern Mountain, probably. Um, because we know Cloud still has the black materia, which we forgot to mention about the black materia. Oh well.
oh yeah,
Basically, this is the plot device that basically they're trying to go after. Uh, Cloud still has the black materia, which I think Sephiroth still has fucking mind control on him because you can tell
yeah. Oh, he definitely does.
because he was like reviewing in, puts the black materia on his Buster Sword. We
Yeah,
we still got unanswered questions, dude.
yeah, man. Like,
I'll probably go more detail if I ever get to a review on this, but this is just us just being fanboys talking about this, talking about the ending and all that. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know if you have anything to say before we close out.
game is top tier, bro.
Yeah, we're not saying okay. I know, like we kind of had like a little rant on the ending. We're not saying it's bad. It's just that they just made it so confusing and it's just hurting a lot of people's brains, including me.
Yep, still confused.
So yeah, yeah. So is that all our thoughts for this game? Just let it all out.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say.
Like we can go on talking about this, but I don't want to make this shit a 2-hour video.
I don't blame you.
So yeah, I think that's it. Go subscribe to Tamon's channel. I'll always link in the description below. You know, trying to get this boy some subs. Make sure to watch his tournament of Skeeter or tournament of Smash. My bad.
Heroes of Skeeters coming out soon.
Oh, Heroes of Smash. I forgot he changed the title. You can
Yeah,
check
bro.
it out. He does a great job of doing his content there. I'm working on the Sonic Frontiers review. Don't worry, I'm working on that one. That's like my next one I'm working on. So I know this man is on my butt trying to finish it. So
Yeah, baby.
yeah, I'll try to. Maybe I'll finish. I'm probably play the DLC. Maybe. I'm not. I won't confirm that.
Forget better.
I won't confirm that I will play DLCs for that.
Yo, chat, get him.
So, and yeah, that's it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And share this video out many people possible. Many people possible. Get the channel growing. Damn, I cannot talk today. Maybe it's because it's already late, but. And we'll see you guys later.